Okay, family, let me just jump right into this here. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm nothing like that. But I do a lot of research. Now, they've been saying before, and I keep telling people, the mask is going to compromise your immune system. Okay, now with this cv19, like I said before, I'll say again, you have to think about it for yourself. How come that if it's airborne, we hear this here for the past almost year now. Okay. And there's so much conflicting information on this, and people are dying left, right, and center. And they're saying, if people are dying left, right, and center, how come the hospitals are not packed with people dying? How come you're not hearing the ambulance on the street 24/7, back and forth, picking people up? How come nurses are getting laid off? We have to think. We have to think. Their agenda, and we know what I'm talking about, is to sell you on this so-called cv19 to keep you in fear. Now, okay, this thing is airborne. Okay, how come the homeless people are not dying? How come the homeless people are not dying? And it's supposed to be airborne. Now, how come the people in Cambodia, where they're close to the equator, 0%, 0% of this virus? People in Cambodia, close to the equator, 0% of this so-called virus. Why? Because they're getting vitamin D. You take vitamin D, you take vitamin A, you build your immune system. Now, they've been virus on the planet for years. We know this. Our body is adapt to fight any kind of virus. And if you take vitamin A, like they were saying, the vitamin A covered the cells in your body so that nothing can't penetrate it. Like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but do research. Do your research. Don't believe what I'm saying. Do your research. Okay, like I said before, how come the people in Cambodia have the 0% of this so-called virus? How come the Aborigines in Australia are not dying? Only the non-whole wheat people are dying in Australia. Why? Because they're putting on suntan lotion to block out the sun and keeping their immune system down to the ground. That's why they're dying. So when they told to put on sunscreen on your hands, you're blocking the sun, so that's why it's killing you. How come the homeless people are not dying and they're outside constantly? And supposedly they're not dying. They don't have no medical plan. But the people in the whole folks home that have medical plan are dying. Why is that? It kind of make you think. The homeless people don't have no medical plan. They're not dying because they're outside getting vitamin D. But the folks in the whole folks home that have medical plans are dying. Why is that? Kind of make you think, see? Kind of make you think. So we know that this so-called virus is wrong for years, always wrong for years. But now it's a different kind of strand of virus that want to affect your immune system to make you weak. But if you get your vitamin D, I tell you that all the time, you get your vitamin E, go and get at least a good half an hour in the sun. Take your vitamin A, take your vitamin D, take your zinc, take your echinacea, vitamin D, vitamin C, oranges, build up your immune system. It will not affect you. So because to cap it off, think on this. Like I said before, the Cambodians is 0% because they're close to the equator to get the sun. The original Aborigines in Australia not dying out. The homeless people that don't have no medical plan are not dying it. But the people in the hospitals, the homeless people, not the homeless people, the old people, then old folks' homes are dying out. Why is that? Kind of make you think again and say, folks, listen. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not even a scientist. I just have to do research to find out exactly what's going on because it wasn't making no sense to me. Now whatsoever. So if you wear your mask all the time, you are obviously going to compromise your immune system. That's like having your car in the garage and having the engine running. The carbon monoxide going to kill you. So avoid wearing the mask as often as possible. Take all your vitamins. Get as much sunlight as possible. And that's it. Life goes on. So until then, folks, I love you guys now. I love you guys. Don't let them get to you, because don't forget what their agenda is. Depletion of the population. I'm out of here. Peace out. With love.